Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to take you through my packing to go camping. And just a little disclaimer, this is what I'm comfortable bringing. You know, I don't do really extensive camping. I do car camping, which according to my brother is kind of like the fake version of camping. But I'll explain more of why I decide to do that at the end of this video. For right now, I'm going to show you guys some of the more important things that I like to take with me, and those involve weapons. All right, so we got Mr. Baki right here. He's like, Mom, what are you doing? Don't mind the mess on my dining room table. It's just stuff I'm trying to sell and put away. Okay, so these are, sir, do not chew on the paracord. No, that's not for you. You have 8 million toys. Do not chew on mommy's paracord. All right, so this is, it's like 3 out of 4 things that I have. This doesn't even include what I keep in the car already, but these are the things that I'm actively making sure I'm bringing. Sir, excuse me. So as you can probably tell, I'm a big fan of Cricut. So the first thing I have is the Cricut 10, what is it? The M21 10 KSF. This is pretty small, I have to admit. And I do have large hands, so that probably, you can't really tell. But what I like to do with this is I keep this in my bra. I'm not going anywhere that's like super sketchy, but I like to have a bunch of backups on me when I'm sleeping in my tent, just because you never know. And it just makes me feel more comfortable. So actually this will go in my bra. It's small enough to the point where I can fit that in there. Then I have this. I've had this for years. This usually sits in my car right by my right by my driver seat. And this is the Bear Grylls, like Gerber. It's like the Bear Grylls edition hunting knife. I've had this for a very long time, and I like it because it has the serrated edge. And then up here, you use this with the little piece of flint that it comes with. So again, redundancy. I'm not like super into everyday carry stuff. I like what I like, and I like to have at least the basics. The bottom, you can use it to smash stuff, and then there is a whistle attached. So it's honestly pretty nice, but it's not like I'm going to be out in the boonies, you know, but I like to have it just in case. And then on the back, there's some like rescue signaling stuff. So yeah, pretty cool, I think. Then we have my machete. And the funny thing is that I actually use this for home defense, if you will. And I've been meaning to get a gun for a couple years. I just have not gone through with it. So my cat is right here, so I'm trying to be, look at, isn't he cute? He's like, what are you doing, Mom? But I'm trying to be super careful for obvious reasons. We've got a child right here. But this is the Cricut Half Chance. It's another Ken Onion design. I don't even know if I can pull this out one-handed, maybe. Yeah, there we go. And this is what it looks like. I love, love, love this machete because the handle is super nice. Bucky, stay back there, baby. I'm going to put this away because he's making me really nervous. But the handle is really nice, and just everything about it, just chef's kiss. And I have used it a couple of times, not necessarily for self-defense, but just for kind of whacking down foliage, and it is very nice. So this I usually will keep in the tent with me. Same thing with this. as soon as I set everything up and I'm about to go to sleep. Like I said, this goes in my bra, and then I have my favorite everyday carry knife, which is the Cricut Fossil that I generally keep in my purse, but I usually put it like under my pillow, something like that. And then these two are usually around there. So that is the first thing. Now I got to start bringing everything else up from the basement. This is everything that I got. Fat-free milk, which I'm not taking with me, but I wanted it for cereal. 2 of these Caesar kits because they were on sale. I'm taking those with me. Taking this with me. It seemed cheaper to just get this than to buy like 3 gallons worth. And this is all they had left. I'm not going to lie. I am kind of a water snob. I love the way that distilled tastes. So that's why I went with that. Then got some lightly salted almonds. I thought that would be nice to have, just a little something. Some whole wheat bread. This shit was $6. Like, come on, bro. You cannot be serious. So those are for PB&Js. And then I have some bananas, and these were also on sale. So I got some Pop-Tarts, and then cucumbers were on sale as well. It was a 3-pack for $5. Unsalted mini pretzels, also on sale. So I figured that would be another nice thing to have. And this is what I'm having for dinner, along with some protein powder, because I don't feel like cooking. And I got a lot of stuff to do tonight before I leave in the morning. So I kind of timed it out. But I have to be at my campsite by 1 p.m. because that's when check-in is. So I was thinking I'd wake up at like 5 or 6, and just take my time, mosey on up there, and get all the stuff in the car. I guess I'll just put most of it in there tonight. But I wanted to go to bed early enough, and it's already 8:42. But I've been sleeping, like I slept a lot last night. And then I took another, I think it was like a 3 or 4 hour nap. So yeah. And then I need to charge my power bank. I don't know what you want to call it. But I bought this, if I can pull it out. Excuse me. I bought this for, I don't know what kind of goo is on there. But I bought this specifically for when the power goes out, and I still don't know what goo is on there. That's gross. And I also was like, oh, well, I can also use this when I go camping. So it's pretty nice. It has USB ports, USB-C, and then it also has like regular plugs, which means I can bring my, I can bring my BiPAP with me. So that's kind of cool. So I need to get this sucker charged, and it's actually charged already, but I'm going to bring the plug just in case to charge this, because I do not want to be without my BiPAP. I can go without, having a phone charger because I have my car, but this also has like a flashlight end on it, which I probably won't use, but it's good to have nonetheless. All right, just got done measuring out some ORS solution. This is about, I think it's 8 servings. So this goes a very, very long way. I will post this in the description box again. And I know somebody said before that they couldn't find it. So in the PDF, you have to scroll down, and if you don't feel like doing that, here you go. It's the formula. So I just tend to round up, because my scale, while it is like a little bit more involved than some other scales, it doesn't do like half or like partial grams, which is fine. So again, I just round everything up, and it works well for me. I mean, I don't really mind. And the good thing is that this lasts forever. Forever. I mean, obviously it depends on how often you're making this, but I use this stuff at home. I use it at work particularly. And I honestly should have been drinking more of it lately, but I haven't been. So I just want to be prepared since I'm not going to be at home and I don't want to have to buy liquid IV because that shit sucks. So anyways, I'm kind of used to the taste, I will admit. My brother is not a fan of the taste. It just tastes like salty water. It's not like super salty, but that's legitimately what it tastes like. And you can add like the, I don't know, like the little flavor packs that you can get at Walmart, like for your water to it. Personally, I don't like doing that. I would rather just drink it as is. I mean, I willingly will drink pickle juice. So if that's any indication as to how I am as a person, or who I am as a person, I guess I should say, I don't know. But I definitely need to order more of my protein powder because I don't know how, but I'm actually almost out. But I'm just going to take the rest of that with me. I doubt I'll use the whole thing, but I just don't really feel like putting it into another container. And yes, I need to clean. So this is another thing I'm bringing. This is by Arctic. It is a 1 gallon water bottle. I used to have this for one of my jobs and then I ended up quitting and I haven't really used it since. So now I primarily use it for like when I volunteer with my friends or obviously in this case camping. I am, like I showed you guys earlier, bringing water, but I think it's nice to just have cold water, and this stays cold for a very, very long time. So probably just gonna fill most of this up with ice and then a little bit of water, because if it's like, I know it's not supposed to be hot at night, but I don't know. We'll see. I like to have ice water. And this thing is really, really nice to have. All right, I'm gonna take you guys through my other camping stuff. So I keep it right here. Don't ask me why, I just do. And originally my plan was to leave it on these shelves, but then I realized that the shelves were not that sturdy and they're also kind of shallow. So most of it just ended up being stored on the floor, which is fine. But I have my tent up here. This is a Kelty, I think, what is it? It's the Kelty Ashcroft 3. So it's a 3-person tent, and I like having a 3-person tent because if I want to bring somebody else with me, I can, and then there's still enough room for gear. Also, I have enough space to the point where I can fit my stuff in there if it's just me, and then I still have room to kind of move around. Then this is the sleeping pad that I have. It's by Thermarest, and it's the Trail Scout R. This has a rating of 3.1, so you can use it in every season except for winter, which I'm fine with because I don't want to camp in the winter. But I got this from Cabela's, and honestly, it works very well. The tent, I believe, is also, I think it's from REI, if I'm not mistaken. And then I gotta bring this stuff up. But this is one of the sleeping bags that I have, and it is I think it's by Kelty. I can't remember, but I actually, see, you can tell what I mean when I say this is not the sturdiest, but this I bought thinking I could fit into it, and cue the body dysmorphia because I didn't realize how fat I was at the time I bought it. So it's okay, because that's why I bought this. So this is the Coleman Big Basin, and it's good for, you know, down to 15 degrees. You can throw it in the washer, which I like. And What I also really like is that this is very large. So like, I think it's meant for guys who are at least 6 foot tall or taller. I'm only 5'6", so I tend to swim in this thing, and I legitimately mean that. But it also has like, I almost said felt, but it has flannel at the bottom so your feet don't get cold. So I think that'll be pretty nice because it's supposed to get down to like 50 something degrees at night. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also have this Petzl Tika headlamp. And generally I keep this like right at the top of the stairs to my basement in case I need to come down here and turn the breakers back on or stuff like that. So I really, really love that. Can't recommend having a headlamp enough because it truly does help. I also have a tarp right here, which I keep tarps in my car regardless of the season. I just think that they're very versatile and you can use them for a variety of different things. But I especially like them for camping because even though my tent is waterproof, you know, it never hurts to have something extra. And I do have paracord that is in the car. So if I really want to tie up a tarp, I can. But yeah. Then I also have this, which is by Thermacell. This is meant to repel mosquitoes. And it actually works pretty well, I have to admit. I need to make sure that I check the batteries before I leave. But I did buy the replacement refills, and it works up to 15 feet. I'm not expecting a ton of mosquitoes, but then again, I said that about 3 years ago, and I was completely eaten to death and covered in DEET, and it was not that much fun. So I'm not taking any chances this time. Then I have one of these Sea to Summit microfiber towels. I showed one of these in my everyday carry car bag. This one is actually a little bit bigger, and this is what I take when I go camping because it's large enough to use on your whole body, and it also has like a little loop on it so you can hang it to dry. You know, you can hang it in your tent, you can hang it wherever, and it just chef's kiss. This is my water thing that I was using before, but since I'm bringing that thing of distilled water, I'm just going to leave this at home. I mean, I don't really see the point in bringing that and this. I didn't even use half of this the last time I went camping, so I'm just going to stick with what I have. Then this is my cooler, and it is in fact bear resistant. This was $100 at Walmart a couple years ago. It's by Lifetime, and it's 28 quarts. Works very, very well, at least for the amount of time that I'm camping. So anywhere from about 3 to 5 days, it holds the ice pretty well, and I like it. I mean, for $100, you can't go wrong. And then this is actually the top part of my tent that I had to dry out, and I need to put that back in the tent bag. But yeah, that's all my camping stuff. So now I got to get all this stuff in the car. I realized I forgot to show this, but I do have my gallon water bottle filled with ice and water. And then I'm bringing one bowl because I'm splitting the salad. I'm splitting those into like different servings. So I can't just eat it out of the bag, but I don't know. Maybe I will just eat the whole thing in one sitting. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm bringing the bowl just in case. All right. Excuse the sound of my blower fan, but this is the last thing I'm packing up. Just my backpack with all my personal stuff in it. And then I have my BiPAP in here. So I just have like the bare minimum, like toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff for showering, face wash, and skincare stuff, and some, sunscreen. Then I have some moleskin patches in here if I get blisters. I doubt I will. And then I have my clothes in here. So nothing fancy, but this is, I've actually had this since like before college. This is like a Kelty Red Wing 50. And I don't hike yet, someday, but I primarily use this for like traveling. It works really well for traveling, I have to admit. You can fit a lot of stuff in here.